Hello there. I'm out on another winter quest. It's a fabulous day in February. It's really sunny and it's pretty warm. It's about 10 degrees. We've had a lot of sun over the past week in the south of the UK. I don't know about anyone else in the rest of the country. I'm going to two places today. One I've already been to. The second place, I'm not going to say where yet because I might not get there, I don't know. I'm kind of winging it on finding this special place. And so I don't want this to be anticlimactic by me telling you where I'm going, but me not actually getting there. So you'll have to wait and see. But you'll probably know by the thumbnail on this video whether or not I made it. This forest that I'm just passing through is literally a sea of wild garlic. There is so much, it's completely carpeting the ground. There's a few other good spring greens popping out now as well. The new nettle shoots are good to harvest and the primroses are coming out too, but I am going to collect some bits on my way back because I don't want to be carrying a stinky bag of wild garlic on my 3-hour walk. So you'll have to wait till the end for a bit of foraging. I don't care if it's 10 degrees, I'm just going to pretend that it's summer today because it feels like it. It's so warm up here, there's no wind. Proper lucky to get no wind today because that means the sea's going to be nice, hopefully. It's going to be a bit depressing though when our week of sunshine ends and it goes back to darkness, rain and cold for another month until we actually hit a proper spring. That's why I've been making the absolute most of this good weather in the past week. And luckily I had holiday booked and today's a Tuesday and I don't work Tuesdays. I hope you can hear that because it's so funny. There's like 100 pheasants going off all at once. So I think what I'm looking for is all the way down there and just past that little head of rock. But I've got to walk all the way to the left first to get down onto the beach and then follow the shoreline to get to there. Oh my god, this is so dreamy. What a beaut day. And can you imagine living out there? There's a house over there. I don't know, you can barely see it on here. But how fucking cool to live on the edge of a cliff like that in a massive house with all that land to yourself. Not so cool when the cliff falls down though. Oh my goodness, look at this. Frickin' stunning. Some of you Dorset people might recognise this path, but this is the path that goes down the hill and takes you over to Chapman's pool, which is down there. So the proper way round is you would have gone all the way around the field and then come up down here, but there is this sneaky way that I don't really think you're supposed to go down. It says no through path, but it's so much quicker, but I'm not recommending it because health and safety. But yeah, this is just the way that I went down because it's a shortcut. So yeah, I just climbed down there and it literally took 2 minutes. Or you can go the proper way, which is down this steep hill, down a skinny footpath. And me and my partner came down that way the other day and it was so muddy, we nearly stacked it about 10 times each. And I'd say that's a lot more dangerous going that way than it is the way that I came. Just made it down to Chapman's pool. And then what you have to do is go down to the right there and just cross over the little river. Don't go down there because you will sink. Obviously in the summer it'll probably all be dried out, so it'll be the easier option. But right now everything's really sludgy and I've witnessed 2 people the other day put their whole welly boot through that mud up to their knee almost. So yeah, don't go that way. Right, this is Chapman's pool, nice and empty again. Oh. Hello. Hello there. You're all wet. You've been having fun in the sea. Well, this is the second time I've been here and it's so nice and flat. I think because it's so sheltered in this cove, it's a good place for a dip, but it does drop as well, just there, like at Durdle Door, so you've got to be careful. But I want to get to my other secret location first before I go in the sea because it's quite a bit of a walk to go yet. Okay, I just fell completely on my arse, like literally on my back, smacked onto the floor. And that's the first time I've fallen over in my adult life in a situation that doesn't involve football or Muay Thai or any kind of sport. So that's embarrassing. Nobody saw though, just me. So yeah, word of caution, these rocks are very slippery, and even the ones that look dry are frickin' slippery. Oh my fuck. I just got the camera especially out my bag just to show you that I nearly became part of the cliff. I didn't mean to put my foot there actually, but I sort of lost my balance and put my foot in, and it was sinking. Like I struggled to pull my foot out of there. It's going well today, isn't it? Whew, I'm nearly there. And I just got round to the corner and there's some ducks in the sea. I scared them though, so they're swimming away. Got to follow this cove round now, and just around that corner, hopefully, is one of Dorset's best hidden gems. Let's go! So far, it's taken me 40 minutes to get all the way to here, but I'm nearly there, I'm so close. But like, if I hadn't fallen over, if I hadn't got swallowed by mud, and if I wasn't picking up every single rock that I found on the floor, then I would probably be there by now. But look at this. Ammonite in stone. And this is a really big one. I don't know why I'm carrying it, because I wouldn't be able to crack it open, and I don't think... Oh, this weighs like 5 kilos. But you can see that's a whole ammonite in there. I don't think you'd be able to get it out though, because it looks almost more of a skeleton of one. I don't know, what do I know? Let the experts answer that question. I'm just about to walk around the corner and I can hear the waterfall. I bloody made it! This is so cool! This is why I don't work Tuesdays. All for me. Oh, that water is absolutely freezing. I don't know if it's colder than the sea. The sea's about 8 degrees. But yeah, I didn't want to get like completely wet, because I would like to actually go in the sea. And it's too shallow here. The rock juts out right over there. So you'd have to walk quite far to actually dip into the sea. And yeah, I'd rather not walk all the way out there and leave my stuff. So I'm going to walk back round. The tide will be slowly making its way back in as well, so I don't want to be stranded here. Not a bad place to be stranded though, look at it. You know what, it's actually nice here, so I'm going to have a dip here. There's no one here, it's nice and quiet. And then I'm going to have some food, because I'm bloody starving. Forgot to bring my water shoes, didn't I? After going on about it the other day. Oh my goodness. Ow! Ouch! I'm literally vibrating. And I really don't appreciate seaweed wrapping around my legs when I'm swimming. It proper creeps me out. I was just like, stay calm, stay calm. The seaweed is not going to take you under. I'm back in Chapman's Pool Cove now, and it only took me probably 25 to 30 minutes to get back from the waterfall to here. if you don't count me stopping and going in the sea, then yeah, it's probably about half an hour. I ate all my snacks whilst walking as well, because otherwise it would have taken even longer. If I sit down and eat snacks, I'll be there for hours. So it's much easier for me to walk and eat. Just made my way back up the little cliff, and now I'm going to head back towards the car, and I'll show you what goodies I'm going to forage along the way. This is the least fun bit, walking all the way back up to then go back to the car. But once you're at the top, it's flat all the way back. Okay, so as you can see, there's all sorts of plants growing on the ground here in this woodland. And what most people are interested in is this, the wild garlic. The main identifying feature, obviously, is the smell. It absolutely stinks, and you don't even need to crush it to smell it, to be honest. You can just smell the leaf. I can smell it in the air because there's so much growing around here. But I don't really need to pick that much because my partner grabbed a load the other day. And that is not how you should pick it, really. You shouldn't grab it because you can end up with different leaves in your hands. So in that bunch that we had, there were some of these. So there was some ivy, and you don't want to be eating that. And you could also end up with some of this. And this is poisonous. So this is lords and ladies. You definitely don't want to eat this. And whilst it is a completely different shaped leaf, when it's young, the little shoots that are sticking up out of the ground can look very similar to little garlic shoots as well, which look like this when they're poking out of the ground. So you do need to be careful. Don't go picking really young ones like these little ones here, because you could end up confusing them with the lords and ladies. It's much more sensible to pick the bigger, more established leaves that look like this. Also, these do have a very similar look-alike in terms of the leaves. So Lily of the Valley has leaves that look just like these, in my opinion. There isn't any growing here for me to show you, but definitely look up Lily of the Valley, because that's toxic and you don't want to be eating that, and it does look very similar to these. And it does not smell like garlic, so that's really helpful. So then you will know when you've definitely got some wild garlic, because it absolutely reeks. There's also lots of cleavers growing down here. These are known as sticky weed or sticky willy. And this is a good detoxifying herb. So coming up to springtime, people will make juices out of these just to have a nice cleanse in the body. These lovelies down here are the common primrose or English primrose, and the leaves make a great addition to a salad, or you can use them as a green vegetable. And the flowers are lovely and refreshing and a little bit sweet. So you can put the flowers in a salad, or some people put them on their smoothie bowls, and it looks really cute. These are really easy to spot, and they always grow around ancient woodlands, which is where I am now. So you'll see them accompanying the wild garlic and all the ferns. They do have a look-alike, which is the cowslip, and it grows around here as well. But that's also edible. And then obviously other primulas will look similar. They come in different colours, but as long as you stick to the yellow varieties, then you'll be safe. Sorry, it's a little bit dark now, but you'll definitely see this because it's such a bright colour. That is a Scarlet elf cup or a ruby elf cup. They are two different species and virtually identical. You can only distinguish them with a microscope. But yeah, can you believe that that's a mushroom? It is a little goblet-shaped mushroom, and they're called elf cups because there's some folklore that fairies like to drink out of these and bathe in them. They are very much edible, and they are actually really tasty. You can nibble on these raw and they taste really nice, like a chestnut mushroom. But a popular way of using these is pickling them. A lot of people do that, so I'm going to try that with these. They like to grow in damp, mossy woodland, so you'll find them on logs and twigs that have a lot of moss on and are very damp, obviously. And they are known to favour hazel, but they don't necessarily always grow on hazel, so that's just a tip. Just spotted a beautiful little cluster growing in there, and they're well hidden away in this little log pile. And unless you're deliberately looking for them, you might not necessarily spot them because they do tend to shy away a little bit. But as they mature, they open up quite big and you can see the red from a mile away. So yeah, it's harder to spot the baby ones. The good thing about these is that due to the time of year, so February going into March, they like to come out, and there's not really any other mushrooms growing, to be honest. You might find some velvet shanks or oyster mushrooms, but they don't look anything like this. So their unique shape and their colour and their habitat means that they don't have any lookalikes. If you want to see the cool spore release, then watch my latest shorts video because you can see it properly on there. I don't know if you can see it on here. Bit of red lippy.